So Barack Obama famously loved The Wire, right? Loved The Wire, loved watching it. Many, many liberals pointed to the fact, either publicly or in their heart, that one of the things they liked about Obama was that he watched The Wire. Now, what's The Wire about, right? The Wire is this Dickensian foray into the demimonde of Baltimore, and it's like a Dreiser-like examination of the social ills created by our unjust system. And it even lays out like a case in 5 seasons. And the show is essentially the ideology of the Obama administration as a performance, as an aestheticized expression. You got that first season, right? Shows the horror of the war on drugs, as you love to see in a genre entertainment. But what's this? Oh, it's failed. This is a failed war on drugs. It doesn't work. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Damn. We've acknowledged that. We know what's up. This problem, it's bad, and we're aware of the badness. All right, the second season answers the question. Well, why is it so? Wait a minute. If we can't solve this problem by locking up drug dealers, we got to find out what's causing it. If it's not just drug dealers, and the second season is about how this is all because the economy of Baltimore basically fucking shut down in the second 70s, and there's no money, and created cycles of poverty and dysfunction at every level of political and economic life. And it's not actually that difficult. It's pretty clear, but crucially, there can be no solution to it, because what is the only conceivable means of reversing this sort of economic trend, right? You would think it would be some sort of labor movement. Well, the labor movement is one part of the problem. And even if Frank Sobotka is a good guy, he has no hope of actually affecting change. Like, it's a doomed criminal scheme that gets him killed and his fucking union decertified. And it ends on a note of, well, I guess we're not going to be able to do anything about that. So the next 3 seasons essentially find new culprits, real things that we can do something about, because we can't do anything about that pesky base. Third season's about drug legalization. If we got to have these drugs, we don't have to be rocking people up, which, of course, the Obama administration never carried out, but you always got the feeling that they knew that they should. That's how people justify all this stuff. The fourth season identifies, oh man, we got a real bad school system. If only the schools were better, these kids would get in better situations. And then the third season, oh man, this media we got, it's pretty bad. If we only had a better media, this thing could be better. And that is the Obama Democrat, which is like the brain now of culture, approach to reality. This acceptance of capitalist realism, and then a jaundiced view on reforms that we should undertake and try to make go, but which are, at the end of the day, also probably insufficient. So how mad should we ever get that we didn't really do much more than any of that stuff we said we would? We know what to do, but there's only so much we can do. And for a lot of liberal Democrats, the fact that Obama watched The Wire stood in for having any actual coherent approach to any of the problems in The Wire, because he'd seen it. And that is all of us in that headspace, feeling complicit in a system, but also precarious, wanting to assert what we think is the best for the best, without rocking the boat too much to make us fall off of it. And the answer to that is broadly the neoliberal democratic status quo. It's like, well, yes, this is a horrible, unfortunate system, and yes, I'm just one of the lucky ones who got out of this whole college experience with money and everything, but what else can we really do? What else, actually, let me rephrase this, what else can we really do that wouldn't risk my position? And the answer is not much, and that's the Democratic Party. But the thing to remember is the Republican Party is equally held by the wealthiest and most class coherent and portion of the people who reject all that bullshit, the ones who see this package of values and say, no, thank you, I'm on the other team. The bottom part of that coalition is no more able to assert influence at the political level than the bottom half of the Democratic coalition is, and cannot for the same reasons. It's just beautiful voters and the small bourgeois, petty tyrant, Buddy Garrity's of the world, trying to create trying to act out this fantasy of national autarky out of this remnant, the last gasp of the dreams of Jefferson, that anyone could be ungoverned, because the conditions to be ungoverned in that Jeffersonian Jacksonian sense no longer exist. But try telling them that, and you don't have to, because they still have money, and they still have a lot of power, and they still have political power, and they're going to assert it. And they are at war with the broader, like, globalized finance capital. But neither one of them have a goddamn thing for anybody below them except exploitation and misery. They are fucking trying to maintain their position within this hierarchy. Where the fuck will they get any benefit to putting anything off to anyone else in a moment of capitalist crisis, when there is no structural incentive, either politically or economically, for redistribution to occur in any framework? And that's why you cannot get anywhere through either of these parties. I did watch The Wire. What are you talking about? I saw The Wire twice. Not watching The Wire critically. I don't know what that means. And if you're saying I didn't get the right message out of it, that's not a thing. Sorry. That's not a thing. I know how it felt. It seems to me to have been processed, and you can't tell me I'm wrong. Obama didn't watch The Wire? What are you talking about? Obama watched The Wire. Shut up. You're gaslighting me. A conversation with President Obama and Wire creator David Simon. President praises the HBO series The Wire. Fuck you! Why would you do that? Are you guys getting riled up because I said something about your program you didn't like? It's still a good show. I've seen it twice. Y'all are gaslighting me, and I'm not here for it. I'm not here to be gaslighted. And by the way, forget what the politics are with The Wire. Its entertainment value is undeniable. The great acting, some decent photography, some decent camera work, although nothing too impressive. It's not one of the more, I mean, it's like intentionally sort of neorealist, I guess, but without the wacky camera movements. And there's good stuff in it. I enjoyed it. I've seen it. I'm just talking about its residue. It's like political residue. And like, I see a lot of people saying, like when Obama says he likes Parasite or something, they say, did you really get it? It's like, well, you didn't really get it either. Nobody really got anything. You get it the way you want to get it. He's getting it the way he wants to get it. And we're all getting it the way we want to get it. And I think people like Obama get it the way he got it. And that's why judging programs on their political content is dumb. Because you're just looking in a mirror. Carcetti, that's somebody said that. The only person on The Wire who would have watched The Wire is Carcetti. Exactly. And I think the reason people don't like that idea is because there is buried, even in the deepest materialist, I think, who feels capped in this, at some level, beholden to cultural critique as like a way of life, that if enough people watch the right stuff, things would change. I think there's no way to understand people's response to art, the passion of the way they get about the politics of it, and the prescriptive way they get about the politics of it, if they did not believe that somewhere. There's no other way to make sense of their behavior. And that is, in my mind, delusion. Because everyone's just going to see it the way they were going to see it, which is conditioned by their pot in life. The magical elixir you think is in there is only seeable by you and specific people like you.